Two unique features of Agilent's new user interface are bookmarks and composite files. Let's look at both of them now. Pictured on the screen is a waveform that has some strange behavior occurring at the top of the peak. As an engineer, you notice this and you're working with one of your colleagues. You want to be able to collaborate and figure out the issue with him. This is where bookmarks are ideal. In this case, where you're working with your colleagues, what you would want to do is use one of the bookmarks. Click on the Display tab and choose Add Bookmark. In this case, choose Channel 1, label the bookmark what you want, and then fill out the content. Click OK, and the Infiniium user interface automatically places the bookmark on screen. You can then move it to where you believe the interesting event is occurring. At this point now, you're ready to share your waveform. You'll notice though first that the bookmark not only displays on screen, but it also displays down in the Results tab. At this point, you're now ready to share the file. What you do is you now save the file as a composite file. A composite file saves not only the waveform, it saves the setup file, the waveform, any measurements, and all the bookmarks that you have. At which point you've saved this composite file. Now you simply put this on an FTP site and send it to your colleague who opens up the file and he sees this. You've now began collaboration. Your colleague then may consider using EasyJet Plus to pull out a histogram of potentially what is the issue. By using EasyJet Plus, your colleague does a measurement trend on the time interval error of the signal. You'll notice in the measurement trend that he notices some spurs, and not only that, he notices that the measurement trend shows a clear frequency measurement. Your colleague then adds a bookmark to the measurement trend, at which point your colleague then saves in a composite format and sends it to you. You then open it up, notice this, and then you measure the frequency of the measurement trend. At which point you turn on the jitter spectrum of the TIE. You notice there's a very low frequency peak that shows up right around 18 kilohertz. This explains what's going on the measurement trend. You then display the peak by turning on an FFT peak callout. The peak is then displayed on screen, at which point you save the file into a composite file. Your colleague opens it, and you've used Agilent's bookmarks and their composite files to resolve this issue.